was Tuesday the 22nd. The mist rose up past the hill on Galveston Street. I was out on that brisk night, stuck on the Johnson case. I went out to clear my mind. Instead, I stepped into the storm. When I laid my eyes on the most beautiful woman I'd ever seen, a Miss Lula Hogan. I noticed her stride. So elegant, moving with such grace. Then I landed on her eyes. Those diamond eyes. As blue as the sky and as white as the Arctic. Well, what are you doing out here at this hour, Miss,
Hogan. Lula Hogan.
Oh, Miss Hogan. It's almost 11:30. The city becomes a different place at midnight.
Sir.
Call me Glenn, sweetheart.
Well then, Glenn, what are you doing out at this hour if you're so frightened? The city comes alive at night. The streets are empty and the bricks start to breathe.
This city? The only thing that comes alive are the rats.
Well, have you never noticed the beauty of the night? The soft glow of the streetlights, the howl of the drunk. It's like the jungle.
The jungle? Oh yeah, and if you're not careful, a big snake will come up and bite you. The city's sick, sweetheart. Suck you up and spit you out the sewers.
Well, maybe you and I just don't live in the same city, Glenn.
You know, I love your optimism. God knows I need more of that in my life.
It's all about finding the beauty in the ugly, the grace and the dismay.
Oh, you have such a way with words. Will I be seeing you again?
If you'd like. Do you have a telephone?
I wrote my number down and waited by the phone for hours. It was agonizing. I just wanted to hear her sweet voice again for a moment. See the fire in her eyes just one more time. Glenn Bowen?
Glenn, we have a witness.
Oh. Yeah, lay it on me.
Marine Bergamot, 37, saw Mr. Johnson the night of the crime. He was out late drinking and was seen coming home with some strange lady.
Lady? What's some lady got to do with this?
Nothing yet, it's just a lead.
Do we have a name? A likeness? I mean, anything we can pursue.
Well, no, but the witness saw a strange woman leaving Mr. Johnson's house that night. Just scary to think some broad could be killing for pure pleasure.
Jeez, pal, that's some imagination you got.
Well, it's not far off. 5 men have died in the last 3 months of distress, after they were said to be with the lady. In fact, last night, someone died not too far from her office.
Listen, Josh, people drop dead every day, and it's not some broad's fault. Just keep me in the loop if you find anything new. I had nothing but a feeling. Ever since I saw Miss Hogan, I couldn't shake it. She had called later that night. When I heard her voice, I knew that I, Glenn Bowen, had felt something for the first time in years.
I'm so sorry, the streetcar ran late.
No, it's all right. I'm just glad you came at all. Looks like a storm's brewing in the sky.
Oh, I'll know if it's going to rain.
How can you be so sure? You some kind of meteorologist?
No, nothing like that. It's just one of my talents.
How do you go about doing that?
I don't know, I've been doing it since I was a little girl. I guess I can just smell it in the air.
What does it smell like?
I don't know, I can't describe it.
Ah. Just another mystery for you to hide behind, I see.
Well, that's what's fun about me. You never know what you're gonna get.
Well, I'd like to know.
What's life without its little surprises? It's flat tires and spilled milk.
It'd be a whole lot simpler.
Well, what about the good surprises, like me and you? Beauty and the ugly, right?
Well, I've seen a lot of ugly. Enough to know that you are the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my entire life.
Don't get ahead of yourself. You could at least buy me a drink first.
Well, I'll do you one better. We can go back to my place. Looks like trouble's brewing in the sky and
Slow down there, Mr. Bowen. You're not gonna offer me a drink?
Well, what would you like to drink, Miss Hogan?
A gin, please.
Coming right up.
Well, I've got such a nice place here. The rain sounds so beautiful.
Thank you, but you know the rain's not the only thing you can hear. The 47th train comes by here every night, shakes up the whole block.
Well, don't you just love it? The rain?
I'll just say I'm glad we missed it.
A little rain never hurt anyone. Makes you feel alive.
How so?
You know, standing by the fire to dry off with a glass of wine, good music, and good company.
Well, you're right about the company. So, how long have you been here? I mean, in the city, I mean.
Why, about 6 months? There was nothing left for me in Missouri, at least after my mother died.
Oh. I'm sorry for your loss.
It's quite all right. She let herself go long before she passed. She was sick. At least it got me out of that town.
And what town would that be?
A little wretched place called Mansfield. Small town. Everyone knew each other. Everyone talked. I just didn't have it in me anymore.
So why come here? I mean, out of all the places you could have gone, you came here.
I suppose something drew me here. Maybe it was my ambition. Maybe it was the beauty of the city. Maybe it was you.
How could it have been me? I mean, you couldn't have known that.
Well, maybe I just knew. Maybe it was your impression, your affinity. Or maybe it was just the way the streetlights glow here.
Well, I'm crazy about you.
Stop. I can't do this.
What's the deal?
Who are you trying to impress? Yourself? The man inside you?
What has gotten into you?
What's gotten into me? What's gotten into you?
Well, I mean, one second you're with me, and the next second you're pushing me away. I mean, for God's sake, I can't
What are you
leave
gonna do, Glenn? You gonna hit me? You gonna prove you're a man?
Is that what you want me to do? You want me to hit you?
No. You...
I've gotta take that. It could be important. God's sake, you got me all up in a storm.
Glenn, thank God you picked up. What are you doing right now?
I'm with a lady. Why?
Well, Glenn, I wanted to tell you this in person, but I think we found our guy. Well, I mean gal.
Pardon?
I even figured out what had caused all those men to die. Crushed castor beans. Ricin.
Oh, don't dance around it, Josh. Who is it?
Well, her name is Janice Hogan. Has gone by Lula for a couple months. Glenn, you still there?
She's with me right now.
Glenn, who's with you? Did you drink anything? Glenn! Glenn!
So, Glenn, you figure anything out?
You shit.
Well, you are oh so predictable, Glenn. You all are. I read you like a book.
Why me?
Why not you? Did you think you were special? Well, sweetheart, throw away your wishes and close your eyes. I've got a surprise for you. I think you're gonna like it.
You were special to me.
Maybe you were special to me too, Glenn.